That's a risk you should be willing to take. For entrepreneurs and freelancers, they do not necessarily have a fixed source of income. So for some months, you could have a lot of money in the bank, and then on some other months, it could be really dry. Before I even go ahead to give you my tips on how to manage your finances as an entrepreneur or a freelancer, I'm going to give you 3 mistakes that I think entrepreneurs and freelancers are making. You and your business are not the same thing. How did you know how to do that? When you were born onto the earth, did you already know how to do these things? Hello, welcome to the channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. However, if you are returning and you haven't yet subscribed, what's going on? Anyway, my name is Antwiwaa. If this is the first time you are seeing this face, I hope it's not your last. And in today's video, we are starting off a brand new series, and I'm calling it, drumroll, Money Dilemmas. So basically, on Money Dilemmas, you send in your money dilemmas, your financial dilemmas, your money challenges, problems, questions, all of that good stuff, and we dissect it right here on this channel, come up with solutions that will hopefully take you a step further towards achieving financial freedom or financial independence. Because if you're not new to the channel, you know that on this channel I share personal finance tips, personal development tips, as well as how I'm navigating life as a young adult and my journey to financial freedom. So if that sounds like something that piques your interest, you definitely want to consider smashing that subscribe button. Otherwise, let's get straight into today's dilemma. Our very first dilemma is from a 28-year-old entrepreneur, and I'm just going to go ahead and read what he wrote. Hi Antwiwaa, I hope you are doing well. Well, I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. I'm a 28-year-old entrepreneur, and the long and short of this is that I'm struggling with my finances. I've been doing a lot of work since I started my entrepreneurial journey, but I can't seem to get a hang of my finances. During some months, I seem to be doing very well, and on other months, it feels like I have nothing to show for all the work I'm doing. The worst part is I live with my parents, so I do not have a lot of expenses, and it makes me wonder what my finances will be like if I eventually move out and I have way more expenses than I do right now. If you have any tips for entrepreneurs and freelancers on how to manage finances, please do share them in a video. It will be very helpful. Well. First of all, you have come to the right place, so grab a seat. Let's dissect this problem. And secondly, this isn't the first time I'm getting a message like this. So yeah, this is definitely a problem that a good number of entrepreneurs and freelancers are struggling with. I think mainly because for entrepreneurs and freelancers, they do not necessarily have a fixed source of income. So for some months, their business could do exceedingly well. They could have a lot of money in the bank, and then on some other months, it could be really dry, very few customers, and they could be struggling. So due to the inconsistent cash flow, it may be pretty tough out there for entrepreneurs. But before I even go ahead to give you my tips on how to manage your finances as an entrepreneur or a freelancer, I'm going to give you 3 mistakes that I think entrepreneurs and freelancers are making that are greatly affecting their finances. The very first one is you lot are forming booked and busy. If you haven't heard the expression booked and busy, you're obviously living under a rock, but don't worry, I got you. Basically, entrepreneurs or freelancers are always trying to say that they're booked and busy because they think that it is a cool thing. I mean, there is nothing wrong with being booked and having your business doing so well every single day of the month. But the problem is that entrepreneurs are wasting a lot of time doing things that make them seem busy, as opposed to doing things that are actually bringing in money into their business. That's the very first mistake. The second mistake, and a very huge one for that matter, is the fact that some entrepreneurs and freelancers do not separate their business money from their own personal or private money, which is a bizarre mistake. And this is a judgment-free zone, so I'm not going to say why do not. The third big mistake is that some entrepreneurs or freelancers do not know how to outsource or delegate work to other people. Really good entrepreneurs know when to outsource work in order to concentrate on the portions of the business that actually make the business grow and make the business money. Spending tons of hours every week packaging orders when you have a huge customer base is a waste of your time as an entrepreneur. Spending hours packaging orders for clients may seem like a nice thing to do as an entrepreneur, but you really need to be the one doing it. Will the customer notice if you throw someone else wrap the packages just like you do? Probably not. So these are 3 mistakes that I think freelancers and entrepreneurs are doing that are drastically affecting their finances. If you find that you're doing any of these 3 things, Simply stopping and finding solutions to these 3 problems will definitely go a long way to help your finances when it comes to your business. And let's get into my tips on how to manage money as an entrepreneur or a freelancer. The very first tip is to make sure that you separate your business money from your personal money. You and your business are not the same thing. Even if you are the face of the brand, it doesn't matter. You and your business are not the same thing. If you need your business to thrive and be successful and make you financially independent, you have to learn from the very beginning. It doesn't matter where you are, by the way, but you have to learn to separate your business money from your personal money. And that means that at the end of every single month, the money that you make from your business is not yours. It's not yours, it's for the business. So you can decide to give yourself a salary out of that money, but the bulk of that money is not yours. There are a few things that can make implementing this easy. First of all, have a different bank account for your business and a different bank account for yourself. At the end of every single month, if you want to pay yourself weekly or bi-weekly, make sure that you pay yourself a salary that you think is worthy. Hopefully not all of the money you make every single month. A salary that you think you can pay to an employee if you had one for that company or for that business. And then your expenses are catered for using the salary you've earned from your business or your company. But you and the company's money are not the same. The second tip is to go hard on your emergency fund. Make sure you have an emergency fund. If you're not new to the channel, you obviously know an emergency fund is. The first bump. If you don't know what an emergency fund is, this is your cue to subscribe to the channel because we share a lot of gems on here. You'll definitely be acquainted to gems like this if you're regular on the channel. Anyway, an emergency fund is basically a fund that can sustain you for 3 to 6 months, even a year. If say there's a problem with your source of income, if you lose your business or something happens and you're unable to work, you have money that can sustain you for 3 to 6 months as though you still have income or money coming in regularly. People that have a 9 to 5, they usually know the type of money they're getting at the end of the month. But if you're an entrepreneur or a freelancer, you pretty much do not have that. The money your business makes fluctuates depending on what is going on in the month. There are months that you don't even make your average profit. You find an amount that you can live on averagely every single month and go ahead and build an emergency fund that has about 3 to 6 times that amount. There are aspects of your business that do not need you to be in there 24/7 in order for it to be successful. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a freelancer, there's definitely an aspect of that business that you can outsource or you can delegate to other people. If you cannot delegate or outsource portions of your tasks, of the tasks that your business has to run in order to be successful, it will be very hard for you to increase your profits, grow your business, or even scale your business. And yes, some of you believe that I'm the source, so without me, like, nobody can really do things like me. Nobody can really package and order like I do. Nobody can edit a video or a picture like I do. How did you know how to do that? When you were born onto the earth, did you already know how to do these things? If you do know how to do these things and you learned how to do them, why can't you teach someone else to do them so that you can concentrate on parts of the business that are actually bringing in money, bringing in revenue, and growing the business? And yes, not everybody can be trusted. So if I teach somebody how to make soaps like I do, how to formulate soaps like I do, what is the guarantee that this person will not run away with my wisdom and go use it to start their own business? That's a risk you should be willing to take. If there are aspects of your business that are so dear to your heart that you cannot afford to let anybody in on, that is fine. Definitely keep those aspects to yourself. If you have a secret or way of mixing ingredients here and there to come up with the perfect soap formulation that is unique to you, definitely keep that to yourself. When you're done with the formulation and it's time to cut and package the soaps, what are you still doing there? Or the cutting of the soap, so you don't want anybody to know how to do it. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a freelancer, there are aspects of your business that if you outsource, if you let somebody do, if you get an extra hand to help you, you will be more useful to your business. Your business will experience exponential growth because you're concentrating on things that are actually bringing in the money and causing the growth of the business. My next step is to make sure that you're not letting your business profits just sit there in a current account or a savings account, because you are losing money if you do that. If you're not going to be investing the profits you make from your business back into the business, it will be a very smart idea for you to take that money and invest it into something that is low risk. When I say a low risk investment, it is basically an investment that will not lose your money, right? Things like stocks, and cryptocurrency, there's a high chance that you may lose a chunk of your business profit. But if you invest in things like mutual fund, the returns may not be great, but they're reasonable returns and will make you more money than you will make if your business profit is just sitting in a savings account or current account. But then again, if you're going to be taking your business profit and putting it back into the business in order to grow and make more money, that is definitely the first thing you should do before you even consider investing in mutual funds or stuff like that. For this next tip, I need you to look into my eyeballs because I'm talking to you directly. So if you're a little distracted, I need you to come back to me right now. And the next tip is to make sure that you maintain your standard of living even on months that your business are doing exceedingly well. The fact that you're making 2 to 3 times more money than you make on a regular month doesn't mean you should go out balling and spray money like there's no tomorrow. The money that your company is making in entirety is not your money. So do not be going into your company coffers and blowing money because, well, this month I've made a lot more and I've ended it. No, don't do that. Make sure that you're maintaining your cost of living even in those months. But blowing it and not getting any returns from it is definitely a silly mistake that you should stop doing if you're doing that. This next one is also very important. I feel like some entrepreneurs, freelancers, businesses think that once they begin to grow their customer base, they can cut down on quality. You know, they can make a few compromises here and there and the people will not notice, right? When you cut down on the quality of service or products that your customers are used to getting, you lose customers. And what happens when you lose customers? You lose money. So if you want your business to consistently make about the same amount or consistently improve when it comes to profit or revenue every single month, you need to maintain and even improve the quality of products and service that you're giving your clients. And in addition to this, I need you, entrepreneur, freelancer, content creator, whatever you are watching this video, I need you to come up with a system that will keep your customers coming back. So if that means building a mailing list, do that immediately. Get emails and constantly remind your customers of your services, of what you have to offer, so that when the time comes and they need that product or the service, your business is the first point of call for them. If you're enjoying the video so far, if you're getting some value in the video, please give the video a thumbs up by smashing the thumbs up button right below the video. It helps the channel a lot. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel and you're getting value from this video, you definitely want to consider subscribing by smashing the red subscribe button over there and hitting the bell icon right next to it, just to make sure that you do not miss out every single time I upload one of these good videos. The next tip is to not take your business money and put it into any get rich quick scheme.
I took all my business money and I put it into this investment, and they said they're going to give me 25% interest at the end of every 2 months.
That's how you lose all your business profits, all your sweat, toil and blood. That's how you lose it. If you're greedy and trying to find this next investment that will give you 50% interest at the end of 2 months, where did you hear that one from? The moment an investment is going above 20% per annum, 25% per annum, be sure that you do your research very well. Maybe falling for one of the numerous schemes that are out there that will definitely cause you to lose your business money. And we all know what happens if you lose your business money, and all your struggling and toiling for all those years has been wasted. So definitely do not fall for any of those get rich quick schemes. Let those who have ears. This next tip is for only entrepreneurs and freelancers that have mastered their business. So you've mastered your business, you've grown your business to a point where it pretty much doesn't need you to survive, or your business is thriving and doing well even without you. Once you've gotten to that point, I'd advise that you start a different side hustle or you go into another business. Because if you've not been living under a rock, you know that having just one source of income in this day and age, in this economy, it's not a good thing, you know? You want to have other sources of income here and there that can help sustain you, just in case one of your businesses fails, God forbid, just in case one of your businesses faces a rough or tough time. And Jesus is Lord.
A few moments later.
Wow, it's been a while. God knows how long these lights have been off. You can clearly tell from my face that it's been a while, but I'm here. I like to finish what I started, so I'm here to do just that. So what was I? Yeah, I was saying that having just one source of income in this day and age is not entirely something you want to be doing, whether you're an entrepreneur a freelancer or you have a 9-to-5 job, it's always a good idea to have another source of income. But I think for entrepreneurs and freelancers, it would be a great idea to do that once you've properly, in quotation marks, established your business and it is pretty much successful and it's doing very well and it's almost on autopilot, so that the attention you need to give your business is not now divided between 2 or 3 other businesses. Once you've had that sorted out, I think it's a great idea to try to come up or find another source of income. And I think that for the most part, people forget that investing is actually another source of income, because that's your money making money for you. So if all you're able to do right now is put your money into an investment or just reinvest back into your business, that is absolutely fine. You're still going to reap the benefits and your money is pretty much making money for you. But if you're open to starting another side hustle or a brand new business, it is definitely something that I advise that you do in order to have multiple streams of income. So if you're up for that, you want to check out this video right here where I share 6 money-making business ideas so you can start with very little money today. So tap on this video and I'll see you over in the video. Bye.